Well, hello, good afternoon to you all. So, I will now present my review for episode 8 of Hyakka Ryouran Samurai Bride. This episode was funny to watch. We have a lot of comedy during all the episode, almost since the start, in a way. However, this episode, the group of the girls and Munea Kira, in this episode, they kinda meet a new enemy. I'm not quite certain if it's a new enemy or if it's one of the dark samurais that in some way changed his own form or something like that. But uh, could also be a new enemy, and it's an enemy that appears like a great shadow, like in a spirit, and kinda is pursuing people because he is looking for a guardian stone. So in the beginning of this episode, Yukimura and Matabai were attacked by this spirit or this energy or this force, and they were defeated. Then they tell on the dojo to Muni Akira and the other girls what happened. Uh, and they kind of go or try to study a bit to understand the phenomena. Because Yukimura actually was saved by one of the dark samurais, the more little one, the girl called Ozuin. She was actually the one that saved Yukimura because she kind of threw key shots at this, I think. Then we have several comic moments. The group is continuing training for the upcoming battle with the Dark Samurais, like it was agreed. Uh, and then they kind of decide to solve this mystery because this could actually be a good training for the future battle with the Dark Samurais. Uh, and we also see some images of the girls training. We see Kanetsugu training. We see Jubei training. We see Sasuke the monkey training. Um, and we also see the problematic situation of Matabe and Enzo. They talk to each other in one or two occasions, and they are kind of upset, disturbed because they do not have enough power to help their masters. In the case of Matabe, to help out Yukimura. In the case of Anzo, to help out Sen. And they are kind of having this internal conflict. And I think they most likely they are eventually thinking how to become stronger and how can they become master samurais, I think. Um, then the group finally during that situation, during the training, several crows are around the place, and a group of crows kind of goes to the waterfall where Jubei and Sasuke, the monkey, are training. Then Sasuke runs after the crows, and they run, and Sasuke runs up with Ozuin, and shortly Jubei follows her. So then Jubei and the Dark Samurai girl Ozuin kinda go to have fun, they go to a temple, they go praying, they go to fortune telling, reading, they go take a walk, and so on, in rather friendly terms. And then at the end of the day, Jubei returns to the dojo and shares with Ozwin a charm or a protective charm. Then, during the night, they kind of decided to go to the streets and kind of try to hunt down that shadow, that energy. So Muniakira teams up with Jubei, Sen goes with Enzo, and San Yukimura goes with Makabe and Monkey. And they all go to different places. Kanetsugo and Ginsen stay at the dojo, apparently. Kanetsugo sleeping, Ginsen. We actually see very little of Ginsen on these last episodes, so I don't know what is happening with her, but she kinda is a character that is slowly fading away from the series. But and even Kanetsugo in a certain point. So then they go to the street, and it was this time it was Sen that was attacked, and she was defeated, and Enzo was unable to protect her. Then all the group kinda Muniakira feels the stress of Sen because they are practicing telepathic communication between a general and their master samurais, and Yukimura also goes to the place with Matabe and so on. Muniakira also because and then we see black feathers, and I guess it was the powers of the other two dark samurais, Kojiro and Musashi, because we have a small panel in a way where Musashi and Kojiro are discussing something on the graveyard, and they kind of decided to also go take a small walk during the night. So they kind of help Tokugawa-sen. Then Onzuin kind of finishes off the spirit force with his key blasts or key rays, and then the people came all to this place Jubei because Jubei was lost. Matabe and Suzuki also arrived because Yukimura tried to protect Sen, or came earlier than the remaining members of her group, and he did fight the shadow. And Muniakira also appeared early, but at the end they are all reunited around Sen, that is slightly injured, and then basically the episode ends. Ends with the group seeing Onzuin on a rooftop, and they kinda assume that she was the shadow. I don't think she was the shadow. I think she was actually trying to seal the shadow. But I kinda feel that even if the shadow is not one of the Dark Samurais, is in some way related with them. And I'm guessing that the Guardian Stone that this shadow is looking is kinda in the possession of one of the Dark Samurais. That's my betting. So the episode ends, and we see that probably next week we will have another new Master Samurai. I do hope that all of the girls in the group kind of become Master Samurais, and to prepare this for the last series or the last season, because I think this will eventually have a third season and a third and final season. Because even in the light novels they are based, there are other groups and are other antagonists that already appeared on them. But and basically this is my review for Hyakka Ryouran Samurai Bride episode 8. Hope you enjoy, stay well, peace.